Permaculture Institute, located at Ichiman, Obono East region. Today, we are coming to look at some of the initiatives and programs that the management has put in place to help the employees. So, with much ado, I would like to meet the director or the man behind the Ghana Permaculture Institute so that we can delve into their programs and activities that goes on here. And we've heard about some of their initiatives about financial programs that help their employees to sustain their livelihoods. So with much ado, I'll invite the general manager or the CEO of Ghana Permaculture Institute so that we can ask him more about the programs that goes on here. Good morning or good day, Director.
Good morning, sir.
I would like you to introduce yourself and tell us about your organization.
Thank you very much. As you mentioned, my name is Paul Yeboah.
Okay.
I'm the founder of Ghana Permaculture Institute. Ghana Permaculture Institute was founded in the year 2008 in Ghana. And then 2011, we came to this piece of land, which is 30 hectares of land, which is, we have a lot of projects which is going on over here. So in the beginning, somewhere 2008, it was just a network, that's Permaculture network. But we found out that we need to work on the demonstration side where we'll be having a lot of projects and the regenerative of the permaculture system on that piece of land. So that is a little bit brief about the Ghana Permaculture Institute.
Today specifically, we would like to know much about some of your initiatives. That's financial schemes that you put in place. The first one we would like to talk about is the Ghana Permaculture Loans and Savings Scheme.
Thank you very much. It's true that when we started the project in 2008, we were having some challenges about our financial system. And then we decided that we need to come up with the Ghana Permaculture Savings and Loan Scheme, which shortly we call it a G+, which was funded in the year 2014. That's 1st September 2014, because a lot of workers come to the institute and then they have to look for a loan, and then they also need some support for the home activities and also some of them. So what we found out is that it was a little bit disturbing our paying of salary, development of the project, and a whole lot of things. So we came out that then we have to form the savings and loan scheme where the workers will contribute. So when they contribute, then they will come and borrow money from there, or they will come and then withdraw money from there just to support their family and their work.
So the G+ is specifically designed for your employees?
Yes, please. But we have a few farmers who are also involved in it. But at times we don't count them much in the G+. But we are also planning that maybe we can also develop another one for the art growers that we are working with them.
That's a very good initiative.
We have all the officers and then we'll see all of them. That's you know their work.
That's a very good initiative.
Management of the whole schemes are very, very simple and very, very easy, because they are also contributing their part. And every day, how I see them, they are also very serious and they are working hard so that we can develop all these schemes properly, so that the workers and then the institute will also benefit from that.
You will then move to the executives and then find out how they are managing these schemes, and then we'll get back to you. As I said, we've moved to the office of the Ghana Permaculture Institute where they manage the G+ and their welfare. So I'll take you inside the office so that we meet the executives and then have some more discussions. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is the office of the G+ and the welfare, and with me here are the executives. So as you can see, we have a lady there and then some gentlemen on the high seat. So I think with much ado, I would like them to introduce themselves, then later on we will delve much into their responsibilities and their activities. My beautiful lady, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, what's your name and your position?
I'm Kala Grace, a secretary to the welfare.
Okay. And then Mr. Man.
I'm Stephen Adakwa, G+ financial officer.
And I think we've met the man himself. He's here with us again. And then, Mr. Man, your name and then your position.
I'm Kumar Cosmos. I'm also the loan officer of G+.
Okay, that's good. And then my boss.
Yeah, I'm Kodon Benjamin. I'm the project officer.
Okay. I think we've met the executives. Some of them are not here. Later we'll move to them in their various offices. So we will end it here and then meet them individually and ask them much about their schemes. We are here with the general manager of G+. We are come to have some of the discussion of their activities here. Good day, madam.
Good day, sir.
Please, your name and your position.
My name is Agnes Amia, and my position is General Manager.
General Manager.
For the G+.
Okay. Can you please tell us some of your duties as a General Manager?
Some of my duties as a General Manager are, I see to it that the organization can grow in financial aspects.
Okay.
And the other one too is I look at executive members. I see to it that they are all performing their duties well. And at the end of every month, I make sure that they bring reports, activities that occur in the month.
Okay.
They bring the reports as well as the end of the year.
Okay.
They also bring reports. So these are some of the activities that I do so that the G+ run well.
Okay. Let's look at the G+ itself. Can you please tell us at the beginning, how many people did you start with? And what is your current membership now?
Okay. When we were starting, we were about 25.
25.
As at now, we are 33.
33. Okay, that's very good. And what are some of the challenges you face as a general manager?
Some of my challenges, people, they don't like criticism. If somebody comes for loan and you make an attempt to do some inquiry, what the person is going to use the money for, the person knows that you don't want to give the loan to the person. That's why you are asking some questions, not knowing that you want to help the person not to incur in some debt or that will be difficult for the person to pay. If you are coming for a loan, you have to plan what you are going to use the money for, not just that everybody is coming for a loan. So you too, you are coming for it. You should make aware that the guarantors are also agree to sign for you. If you are not there, they are going to pay. So the moment you ask these questions, the person will know that you don't want to give the loan to them. Then that's why you are asking these questions. So these are some of the challenges.
And as a general manager, what are some of the successes as the general manager of G+?
Okay. This has helped the members a lot. We taught them that they should save some when it is in times of need, then you come for it. So it has helped many people. Sometimes they come for the loan for their kids' fees.
School fees.
Yeah, school fees. And also some people come for it to buy plots. Some have started building houses on their plots. So it has helped them a lot. Some are using it for investments. So I can say it has helped them.
That's very good. And do you have some expenses that you do as the G+ as a whole? Because I can see that G+ is different from the GPI itself. Is it that you do your expenses or the GPI does the expenses for G+? How is the expenses?
Okay, for the beginning, GPI Ghana Permaculture Institute were doing it for it because it established this G plus.
Okay.
But for now, we can do our own expenses. Some of the expenses we do, even this computer, we bought about 3 of them. It's for G plus.
G plus.
And we have our stationery, the books, the papers we use is for G plus. And sometimes every month, if we meet, the executive meets, we give them some snacks. And at the end of the year, we also give them some allowances.
Okay.
Although we can't pay them fully, but we give them allowances. And for the general member, all the members, we also organize some party every year.
Every year?
Yes.
Okay, that will be annual get together.
Yeah.
Okay.
During the AGM.
Okay.
We make them know our expenses.
And my final question will be your comment and maybe advice to other business owners, organizations that would like to emulate this good initiative.
Thank you. My advice I will give to all institutions is that it's good for them to initiate this type of scheme, because at first when we were not doing it, people will come today, director, I need some money for my children's school fees. My mother is saying, that made us aware that we should create something like this. So since we started that, if you want, you need something, you go to the G plus for loan. Yeah, or you can go there for withdrawal. If you have some amount there, you can withdraw instead of loan. So that has helped us a lot. So all the organizations like this can also do that. Even if you don't have ideas for starting it, our doors are always open. You can come anytime for advice. We will guide you to also establish your own.
Thank you, Madam, for having us today. We are very grateful.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we are here with the loans officer. I would like him to mention his name and then introduce himself for us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please, your name and your position.
Please, I'm Kumayewa Cosmos. I'm the loan officer of G Plus, Ghana Permaculture Loans and Savings Scheme.
Can you please tell us some of your duties or your responsibilities?
Well, as a loan officer, I make sure that the right person is given a loan, or the qualified person.
And can you please tell us the loan policies?
One, the person have to get 20% of the money requested in his or her accounts. And the person coming for the loan has to be a member for at least 3 months. And also, before you get a loan, we have a loan form that will be given to you. And that loan form, you have to get 2 guarantors for them to bear witness that I'm coming for an amount of this. You are going to be my guarantor or be a witness for me before he can also give you a loan. And before then, we have a project officer that the person will also sit down with you, what you are going to use the money for. Is it going to benefit you, or are you going to make misuse of the money? The project officer will also sit down with you and take you through all this.
So who qualifies to be a guarantor? Can anybody just come in and sign for a person to get a loan?
Thank you. Before a guarantor can also sign for you, we have 2 categories. The full member, that's the person has joined the scheme for 3 months and above, that person can be your guarantor. And also either that person is on loan or not on loan. The person can guarantee for you. If you are on loan, you can guarantee for just one person. And for instance, if I'm not on loan, I can guarantee for 2 people.
Which, if I get you correct, it means if I have a loan,
yeah,
which means I can only guarantee for one person. If I don't have any loan, which means I can guarantee for 2 people. And I would like to know, can you tell us averagely people who have collected loan this year?
We given a loan of about 12 people within this year, which accumulate or sum up to 22,830 Ghana cedis for this particular year 2020.
And how is the payment going?
Or with the payment, actually we don't have problem about the payment because they are all the members of Ghana Permaculture Institute, and the scheme is within the institute. So before the person takes his or her salary, that money
Is deducted.
they are deducted from the salary before the money gets to his or her hand.
So does it mean that no outsider can collect loan from G+?
I would say yes, but now we are trying to extend the policy not only within the institute, but we have to put things in order, because as you said, is there any difficulties of the payment structure? Yeah, if we don't put things in structure very well and we extend to outsiders, the payment will be very difficult. So for now, we are giving the loan within the institute, that's GPI.
I would like to know the payment structure, I mean the rates or the percentage of interest put on loans.
Alright, we have 10%, 20% and 25%. 10% starts from 1 Ghana cedi to 500 Ghana cedis.
Which means if you are taking a loan of 1 Ghana cedi to 500 Ghana cedi,
The
interest rate is 10%. Okay.
Yeah, on that amount. And also from 501 Ghana cedi to 1000 cedis.
Okay.
That one also fall within 20% of interest.
Okay.
So assuming you are taking 600 Ghana cedi, 20% will be 120 Ghana cedis, making 720. And from 1,100 or 1,000 plus to 2,000 or upwards is 25%.
Can you please, as the loans officer, what are some of your challenges?
Well, most of my challenges is someone will write an application to request for a loan. The amount that the person is requesting and the statement or the project that the person is going to use the money for. At times you can give just small little advice, that much will be given by the project officer. The person will try to, or the person thinks you don't want to give him or her a loan, but the right thing that as a loan officer I have to tell you and convince you that this amount will help you for you to be able to pay, and at the end of the month you can also get something. And one thing, maybe if I will add, we have types of loan. We have normal loan, top-up loan, and emergency loan.
Wow.
Yes. So with the emergency, the person will come, please loan officer, I need this for just within 2 days because critical, maybe his or her wife or family member is at the hospital. And as we are all also helping each other, we just give a loan to the person because the statement and the situation will testify that the person is going to use the money for. So without giving him or her a loan form, we have to make an approval for the
So
person.
that emergency loan, who qualifies? Let's take it as somebody is already on the loan, and there's another emergency, something that the person will need the loan to maybe solve. How is it going to?
Yeah, the person is on loan. All right, every month the person pays it as it's stated on the application form, and the emergency too has come. Still, we have to help the person as we are helping each other. We do top-up loan, as you said. I'm on loan. Still, I have things to attach or I have things to work on it, and still I need money. You can come sit down with the project and the loan officer. We also have that opportunity for our workers or our members.
Let's take it that you are taking 500,
Yeah.
which falls within the 10% interest.
Good.
And then you want to take another, which let's say 600.
Good.
So you pay that's 20% interest on that 600.
Yeah, that's it. We work the percentage on the first loan and the second loan. Then we sum up everything.
And then you give it to the person to
Yeah. So every month I'll pay 200, 100. That one depends on that person. And the normal loan is whereby you come, you bring your application or your letter. The officer will take you through the process, asking you some questions. It takes, let's say, a week or lesser than that. You get your loan as required.
It's a very good initiative.
Good.
We are very pleased to have you today to talk much about the G+.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. Our doors are open, so anytime you are passing by or you want to get more information, you can still come.
Thank you. Okay, we are here with the project officer. As we went to the loans officer, he told us that before someone can get a loan, unless the project officer goes into what the money is going to be used for. So I would like him to mention his name and then tell us what he does.
I'm Kodon Benjamin. I'm the project officer for G+. Yeah.
Okay, and what are some of your duties?
One, some of my duties are, if somebody wants to take a loan, I see to it that what he's going to use the money for will help him. So I normally sit with the person. Some of the amount that he's taking, sometimes the amount it won't help him. So I normally give advice to the person.
And then report to the
loans officer. That the person, he can go ahead and then give him a loan.
So in case someone, if you go into what the person is going to use the money for, and what you see is not very enough, what do you do?
I normally advise the person that it's better for him to increase some of the amount, or it's better for him to reduce so that he also, and whatever he's using the money will help him.
Is there a case that maybe you go into what the person is going to use the money for and you see that it's not going to help? You advise the person not to take the loan at all, or you only reduce the amount, or you either increase, or there are instances that you just tell the person that no, you won't get the loan.
There are some cases that I normally tell my people that this man, the money is too small for him, and then we can increase the money to him. And sometimes too, I tell my people that this man, the money is too big for the project that he's doing. And sometimes we can reduce the money a little.
But there is no any case that you tell the person that no, you won't get the loan.
No.
There's no.
You know, so when you advise them, they can see that what you are telling them is clear. It can help them.
Let's take that somebody wants a loan to maybe build, or buy something. Do you go to the place, or it's just discussion between the two of you?
I normally go. You know, some instances the person will come and say that you want to buy a land, and the land is somewhere. Maybe the place where the land is won't help you. And there are some land that the person also is selling to him is not the rightful owner. So when I normally go to it, I can see that, and I advise the person, and the person will stop buying it.
And can you tell us some of your challenges? But looking at this, going to the person, talking to them, I can see that you have a lot of challenges. Yes. Can you please tell us some of them?
You know, some of the challenges are when you advise them, they think you don't want his project to go on. You are interfering. But I normally let them to understand that for your own good, because you know the end of the month, we will take the money from your salary. You know, if the money that will remain in your hands, you can't even take you to the next month. Some people don't want to understand, and some people also do understand, and they testify to it. That I tell them a lot.
You are doing a very great job. Keep it up, and we are very grateful to have you. And thanks for your time.
You're welcome, sir.
Good day, sir. Can you please mention your name and tell us your position?
Good day, boss. I'm Steven Adaka, the Financial Secretary for Ghana Permaculture Loans and Savings Scheme, in short, G+. Welcome to my office.
Thank you very much. Can you please tell us some of your duties as a financial secretary?
As a financial secretary of G+, I'm supposed to record the day-to-day transaction of the scheme. Also, aside that, I'm also supposed to report on the financial position of the scheme every month and also give a yearly report on the financial position. I'm also supposed to give the income and expenditure statement of the scheme.
Can you please tell us about your finances? How strong is the G+?
G+ is very strong in terms of finance aspect. As at now, we are getting to almost 200 million in the OCs.
And then 20,000.
20,000, yes.
Okay, that's very good. And how does the money come into the account? Is the account?
You mean the sources of income that we used to?
Yeah.
Okay. We have various sources that we get money to operate the scheme. One of the sources, we have to give the person a loan form. That loan form we sell. So each loan form goes for 10 cedis. So that's one of the ways we get money to finance or do the daily activities of the scheme. And aside that, we have passbook for each member of the scheme. The passbook to we sell. Passbook go for also 10 cedis. That's also another way. Then also we have a system whereby we send text messages to our members, giving them debit or credit alert and also loan alert. All these text messages that we send, we also deduct something we call service charges, which is 10 cedis for the whole year. Each member pay 10 cedis for the whole year. So that also a source of income. And aside that, the loan that we give, there's interest on it. The interest is a source of income also for not the principal, the interest. Yes, because the person who takes the loan pays something on the loan. So that also is a source of income for the scheme. And then lastly, we have composite savings and then voluntary savings. The composite savings is one of the policies the scheme put in place to sustain the scheme. So each member is obliged to pay 50 cedis at the end of every month. So that one is also a source of income for the scheme. And then aside that, we have voluntary savings. The member will voluntarily come that I'm coming to save this amount. It can be 10 cedis, 5 cedis, any amount from the person. Also is a source of income for the scheme.
So that composite savings, which is 50 Ghana cedis a month, it's still the person's money that the person can access it anytime the person wants to access.
Yeah, that's a good question. The composite savings is the person's money. We call something savings power. Savings is difficult for some people. So sometimes when you push people to the wall to do savings, it really helps them. So the money is for the person, not that we are taking the money, but we are forcing the person to make that 50 cedis cut every month. Whether the amount that the person is willing to save is not even up to, he has to save that 50 cedis. So anytime he needs it, he can come back and access it. But it has to be 50 cedis every month. If someone put in the 50 cedis and maybe he may need it 2-3 months, within that month interval, you can use it for something and gain something on it.
Can you please tell us some of your challenges as a financial secretary?
For challenges, so far I would say we don't have big challenges. But my challenge I'm facing is whereby our members are scattered. So when they come for withdrawal, how to deliver the money to them.
So as at now, how does the money get to the person? How do you do it? The person comes or you go to the person or you transfer it, or how is the money?
Sometimes the person comes himself. Sometimes we give the money to a third person to send it to the person. Sometimes we do it with mobile money. So that's how we used to transfer money to our people.
Do you have any comments about the G+? That's my final question to you. Any comments or any observations that you would like to share it?
It's a very nice initiative which was introduced by the head of the Ghana Permaculture Institute. I'll entreat all workers to pay huge attention to it, especially the loan aspect. Accessing loan from banks is very difficult, but within us, with less than 1 week, you have your loan. You don't need any huge collateral or to bring any property to before you can get a loan. So if you want to further your education, if you want to invest, if you want to do some project, you can at least use this initiative, which is just closer to you, to do something. With this one, people can also do more savings to also help their life, because it's all about improving your living condition.
Mr. Adapa Steven, I'm very grateful for this conversation with you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to meet you again to discuss more on this.
Thank you. Okay, we are here with another gentleman. We would like him to mention his name and his position for us.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. My name, known by many people, is Samuel Dennis, a secretary to G+.
And what are some of your duties as a secretary?
Yeah, as a secretary in G+, my main duty is to be taking records and minutes whenever executive of G+, or members of G+, meet together in time of discussion or taking
Is that
decision.
the only duty? Just recording minutes?
No, that's not the only thing. But I do exhibit the group due to many people who are not within the group, because I'm realizing the good outcome of G+ effort to many people. I mean the members. So I do exhibit to many people around too.
What are some of your challenges that you face as a secretary?
Most of the times our challenge here as a secretary, once as a body or as a group, we need to whenever we have a meeting or to discuss about something, we need to all come together. But most of the times, one or two people may at the end absent themselves. So it's one problem sometimes we face here. But aside that, I don't think me per se as secretary, I'm having a lot of problems.
Okay. And how often do you meet?
The executive of G+ most of the times meet once in the month. Every month, the first Wednesday of every month, we do meet. Yes, and the members do maybe twice in the year or twice in the year. But if there is something impromptu that need to call the attention of members or executive to sit, even though it's not a time, we do call them to.
Which means you meet 12 times within the year.
The year.
That's very good.
Yes.
And then the members too, the entire members, you meet them twice
in
or
the year.
twice.
Yes.
Within the year.
Twice or twice in the year. Yeah.
That's very great.
Yeah.
Thanks for having time with us, Mr. Dennis.
You're welcome. You're welcome,
And
Mr. Mohammed.
we are very grateful. Good morning. Can you please tell us your name and your position?
My name is Grace. I am the secretary of the welfare. Yes.
Please tell us something about welfare.
The Ghana Permaculture Institute Workers Welfare Association was formed in the year 2015. It was started with 30 members, and out of these members that we took 6 people as executives. And then we all agreed that the welfare should deduct 5 cedis from the salary of the workers before we are paid. That is where our source of income is from. And then the aims of this welfare want to help workers in the GPI in kind and also in cash. We also want to celebrate with members in terms of happiness and also to weep with them in terms of sorrows. Also, the association is to render services to its contributors in case of any issues that might need a support. Our mission is one to bring togetherness and oneness among members. We also want to create a large scale and a strong financial support to members that will be in need to sustain them in life.
As the welfare secretary, can you tell us some of your duties as welfare secretary?
Okay, some of the things I do is writing of reports and also keeping records of the welfare. And anytime the executives have meeting, I take minutes of meetings.
How do you know that a member is in need before you go and assist? As you said, you celebrate with them in their happiness and weep with them in their sorrow.
Yes.
So how do you know?
Okay, the welfare, we have our policies, which tells all the members that in case of joy or in sorrow, you need to notify us so that we will know that this is what is happening. The person, him or herself, can bring a letter if the person is getting married or if the person is having funeral, something like this, the person can bring it. So this will tell us that this person needs our support. That is how we get to know people and support them.
And I've seen some booklets on your table. What are they used for?
These are just the welfare pass books. That's every month when we deduct the welfare contributions of the workers, that is where we record them.
Okay.
Yes.
So every month you record the amount in this book.
Yes.
So each member has a book.
Yes.
Okay, that's great and very good job done. And the amount, does it vary or is the same amount across board for members?
Okay, as I said earlier on that we were contributing 5 cedis and the amount was less, but now we have increased to 10 cedis. And then the contribution or the support we give depends on the kind of need you are in. In case of childbirth, we have an amount. When it's marriage, we have an amount. Funeral, we have an amount. Any kind of disaster, each and everyone have an amount in our policy.
That's great. Yes. And can you please tell us some of your challenges?
Some of our challenges, the money that we get is less, and sometimes when it comes to supporting of somebody who is far, it becomes difficult. What will convey us there, we have to sometimes deduct the money that we are using for transportation. What we want to use to support the person, that is what we deduct small to support our transportation costs. That is some of our challenges.
Which means everybody, if you have any issue, you have to inform the executives.
Let us know, yes.
Before. That's very great. I think we've talked much. We are very grateful for your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Aja, my home. Bachona, your fiance.
Your friend boy and then
Na GP had made be na udi.
Me a watchman.
Me watchman.
I wa ha.
Na G plus school no join e be mfie sei ni.
Mfie 9.
Mfie 9. Na o join G plus no mfasode e be na G plus no. Wanya no ewo.
Manya mfaso bebre. Waboa me ama metimi ko. Maase ayi. Ana wasa aboa me kwaji asase. Ayeden edo by report. Na mesara dis kan bi kura kwato ya medenka ana bi medi bi so ayeden. Ade asa me ba no yare. Ana me fa say no fa so mo asidi ba bi a metrese se kura me kotu me ba report kura betima anya be 30 million. Ononti. Enti fa so man kasan ay say yen so mu yie enkasan ya dia ayede efa so
efe
ai
na me ase say G plus no de em say wo de uba mu achenti wanya emu fa so be
manya mu fa so
na ade na be ka kire amanfo nso a amonka koehu na
de mba ka kire amanfo no say obi a wankasa ko no ho no womba bode na womba jwane wajwane a dache no ho nkere no ne ho bato no ankasan sisi kura o class 1 kura bo say no o class 2 anam sa wenenti o class 2 bo say no o class 4 ana wenti nti no anu sa obi a fa butaye panye den amba jwane ne ho bato no ankasan de efeso so fa so
de nyame ase se emfa na ni tia mu no se na esitie any pennyful di won come one can see the move first with na sena aye tua no mu city
ne tua mu de me kwa ma fa mu de aye wodi ka wo tua ntama aye si de ba ya wo tua ntama wo ne ebi so ho kire no a ono so betima aye den no so akwaji bi wo kwa de wo kollo sa bibi na no ne no so no ho kire no a wo ba ya ne den
ene de beda wase se wanya mre ne atwetwe nkomo afa AG plus kuewu yakupo nshira bebre amen eda senso se wanya mre ama ya me no adi nkomo amen yaja patro na process na dwuma de be na odi no GPA
oh ye frame me Georgia isi me ba GPA dwuma mu fie be me ensa ana mabedi wa ha no
na dwuma be na oye as ayi oye fancy dwuma oye wo aboti
fibie na ye de process oil na me na me dan me kase eno achi no so no next session no so me ana me da am
dwuma so e wa ha ene nkomo e pese di fa G+ e Ghana Permaculture Loans and Savings Scheme na saku no o join e be ye mfie sei
oh me kase me ba adwuma be mfie me nsa me ba ya na me wura mu me wura mu nti e be ka di mfie be me nsa ne me wura
na oba mu mfaso de ben sa na wanya free sa G+
oh G+ no me hu se omobo akwa me buri fana besia mu ne ade na me maje besia horo be mienu de di kan no me je besia omobo a me so masene na diska bi e de atroma de sua so kakra forms bi to ni school fees ni ade tu omobo a me ana mitumi me set me kan no achi second one mitua ba ko yie no omusa yesu kwanda ho se me wakwanya smith maade asa me gibia
eden na obeka afa ho na se nsem kan be na beka tra foforo afa G+
nsem kan no emie no ba kwa mpese me kan se enei meka se ne GPA ya break ene bisia no de man no interest ne wo ho na yehu ni se wo so kakra do me ne ye break no me hu say interest rate no matiso aba from I asem de my pa me in particular me nya je ho eno achi no so sania afefi o mo de my na eno amu na boso mo ye den o mo tete ne kakra akra nti wu hu kra so wa ye den waje bisia
ene beda wase ana o mi awase ni matindi
me so me da wase.
We are here to talk to some of the beneficiaries of welfare. We are going to speak in the vernacular. We are going to speak the local language, which is Twi. Mpachona to say. I'm not Domboko. Mpachona ye from saying.
Mpachona ye Juliet. I am maybe first year.
Juliet. Mpachona welfare. Ujani ekui emreben.
Mpachona me join 2018. 2018.
Na ube journey ekui mfaso de ben bi na. When you ever welfare.
Password de bebre na my benefit afrim the kind me fire flu so ya me wo fa me ho fa me ba ana de yato so biem so me ankasa me ya rekoda ya sabia ana so mo sam bre me skase me fa hwe me ho wa ya sabia so
we che say welfare ayi bi bebre ayi bi yama na eden na obeka akire afoforo
obi bia onya ndwan ne welfare bia de mesere se nipa no ondwan na mfaso wo so bebre a obedwan na obenya
ene mame edase ene omre mame na etise
me ka chenya me na dum
na ye frose
me ka chenya me tabi endan
na but your welfare ujani ekui emre ben
me ka chenya me join ni 2018
mfa se mfie mienu mu ani na ujani ekui mfaso de ben bi sana wanya afi ekui
me ka chenya mfaso minya ene sei me fa ye fun wo me wo ye nso wo mo nso ani me hwamo omo ba behwe me kama
amma behwe o na ede na also be ka kira afoforo omonye omo kui mu a omo juma de AGPI adwuma mu omo nka welfare
o ne meka ne se ku ni de eye pa enti se obi nya mfa ne ho emedon ku ya ne meka chi ne se eye onfa ne ho medon na ebe bo
da si bebre na omre akoko nshira mpacho na France
facho midin de ifa imani
na GP adwuma be na
yɛ mushroom production.
Na ɛyɛ ku ɛfɛ no wɛfɛ no wogya ne bɛyɛ mfie sɛ ni
mfie bɛyɛ 9 ni
mfie bɛyɛ 9 ni
okay aboa me ɛwɔ manamutu mu ɛwɔ adwuma ne mu ma menya anigye ɛwɔ adwuma ne mu ɛboa me nso so ɛma bibia ɛkɔ so ɛma
na ɛyɛ ɔmo nneɛma a ebi asɛm tu obi a anaasɛ bibi si obi akɔ mu a yɛbɛboa no no emu deɛ he na wo so nsaka
ne ɛboa me ɛwɔ mu bɛgye bi ɛkɔ ware nyame adom nso bibia kɔ so ɛwɔ ma ware mu
bibia kɔ so ɛkyɛ sɛ wo ba bɛware no wɛfɛfo ɛbɛsɔ wase
ɛbɛsɔ wase
ɛne ɛbɛda wase ɛne mmra wase no ɛne yɛde nkɔmɔ. Okay, we are here with another beneficiary of welfare who is here with us. We are coming to ask her how she has benefited from the welfare association. Madam, my how? Mpacho na efra say.
Mpacho efra mo
Doris Sinapo. Na ojani welfare ku infie be say.
Mpacho infie
ni say. Na oba mu no fasode be nsa na wanyam no.
Mpacho fasode de bebi. Mini mi kun nyina ne dwan ne na mla wo koda hospital mla wo frim nyina nyamwa bebre efrim a nhwa eboa me bebre ti faso de bebre ni manya frim anya asam
na che se na okunu su kafuo no
me pa cho aha
na ono wa frim
me pa cho
we de yema yakọ na ada asem bi na obeka afa welfare ho na se tu sem bi o ha na se won sem kai bi abeka afa welfare ho
pa cho won sem kai am wo kanfa welfare ho bi e ya de ayeboa sanse bra wani age ana bra wo ho akiro ni nyina mu e boa ma jese awerehom no wakura wonya niji na nije ni so a e mo ho ti kaso de bi wo mbebe
ya da wasi pepe se wasa o me na e mo adi sa
isme da wasi pepe
we would like to know if you have something to tell the other organizations or other business owners how they can emulate this your initiative. I mean the G+, that one, how your employees can access loans to help themselves and other things.
Thank you very much. What I would advise other projects or maybe NGOs especially is that it's very, very good. Because when you look at our banking system in Ghana, you know, before you can get a loan, you need a collateral, and then you need guarantors. But this one is not like that. You can get a loan as soon as possible to just support your business or to develop very flexible. So I'm saying that all NGOs, all organizations, if they can also start doing something like this for their workers, it will help a lot.
That's very good.
Thank you.
And we thank you very much
for
having time with us.
Yeah.